Looks like the snow is calming down the rest of the day, and we will even see some peaks of sunshine here and there, but I think clouds take over as that system works its way back over toward the east. Do we have another one in our wake as we head through the next 48 hours? Well, I'll explain that forecast coming up.
Road conditions are improving after this morning's snowfall created some slick roads, causing several crashes throughout Lexington.
Coming up, we'll tell you about flights affected both in and out of the Bluegrass Airport.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at Noon.
Good afternoon from WKYT News. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Welcome in. We saw another blast of winter weather move through the Bluegrass early this morning.
Snow fell in most places in the Bluegrass. It looks like we'll have to deal with even more snow as the week goes along. A little break in between.
WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is live in our First Alert Weather Center with more.
That's what it looks like as we continue to look across the region. 30s, 31 now in London, 28 there in Lexington, and it looks like Richmond at 30 degrees. Now going in toward the rest of the afternoon, we'll hold on to around 30 degrees. It's really not going to rise that much more. I think southern zones 32 to 34. That's it. Cloudy skies, even a break in the action there with those clouds as we're seeing some sunshine peek down, try to melt some of that snow a little bit, but it's just cold. I mean, it's cold outside, and that's going to hold on to that snow there on the ground. Dry afternoon, though, around 30. Chilly weather as we go off into the evening, but the next 48 hours, no more snow talk, okay? Let's don't even mention the word. Now, as we get toward later on in the week, it picks right back up. We'll go over the latest forecast in about 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit. We thank you. The light snow that fell across the Bluegrass this morning caused some major problems out on the roads. Several crashes were reported during the morning commute, and that caused a lot of school systems to also cancel or delay classes for the day. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is live in Lexington now with an update on the conditions here at midday. And that is our top story at noon. Hillary?
Good afternoon, Bill. Traffic here behind me is moving up and down this hill without any problems, but that was not the case just a few hours ago throughout much of Lexington when that early morning snowfall created some slick roads. It was a slippery drive for some this morning. Now, not much of the snowfall stuck to the pavement. However, it created a slick glaze and in some cases turned the roadway to a sheet of ice. Like on Military Pike, where officers say one driver slid off the road. Those living in the area say this is a common sight in winter weather, with this being the third crash in that same spot since Friday.
Yeah, every time there's going to be probably at least one person, one car accident. It turns into a sheet of ice and there's no stopping. People just slide right off the road, fall off the side of the road into the trees and into the culverts. Several accidents a year.
Now, that driver was not hurt, but the icy road did cause a salt truck driver who got out to help to slip and fall. Police say he hit his head and was taken to the hospital. Slick roads caused another accident on Spring Run Road and some more problems for salt truck drivers as they slid around working to clear away that ice. Now, drivers who are out here say now the main roads are pretty much clear, but there is still some black ice on those secondary and neighborhood roads. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Hillary, thank you. And state crews will continue to check and treat roads until they're in the best possible condition. That's what they're telling us now. Well, more than 50 million people in the Northeast woke up this morning to see just how much snow the blizzard of 2015 actually left behind.
For some, especially those in New York City and Philadelphia, it was not quite as bad as expected. Chris Van Cleve has the latest from Long Island.
Most roads and rails are open again in the Northeast. With a monster blizzard in the forecast, governors in the region imposed strict travel bans overnight. But in New York City, the storm did not pack the punch many expected.
It is still weather, and that is the nature of the beast. There's a certain imprecision.
The storm pummeled parts of Massachusetts. Cape Cod is under 18 inches of snow, and on Nantucket, wind gusts topped 70 miles an hour.
Nantucket, by the way, has been hit particularly hard with respect to power outages.
The east end of Long Island was the hardest hit area in New York. Almost 2 feet of snow is on the ground in parts of Suffolk County. The state is sending extra equipment and personnel to get this area cleaned up. Drivers are being urged to use extreme caution.
It's slick. Under the snow, it's ice.
New York is getting back up to speed after it was basically shut down for the night. Subways are running and traffic is moving, but many workers are off for the day. And so are school children. It was a snow day for thousands of kids from Maine to New Jersey. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Comac, New York.
Well, more than 7,700 flights in and out of the Northeast were canceled. Many of them may not even take off until Wednesday.
Well, the blizzard also impacting air travel here in Lexington. Several flights heading into the Northeast have been canceled or delayed out at Bluegrass Airport. And WKYT's Mike Linden is there to continue our top story team coverage, and he joins us. Mike?
Despite blizzard conditions up the East Coast, Bluegrass Airport officials tell me it's business as usual at the Bluegrass Airport. Heavy snow, low visibility, and strong winds from Boston to New York City affected only a small number of flights in and out of the Bluegrass Airport this morning. A total of 8 flights were both canceled to both Philadelphia and LaGuardia Airport in New York City. According to airport officials, there are normally 35 to 40 total flights at the Bluegrass Airport every day.
Due to the winter weather possibility, some airlines may offer a one-time itinerary change for passengers, so definitely go and check out their websites for those.
According to airport officials, most flights going both to and from the East Coast have either been canceled or delayed by this point. So more than likely, if you are flying out of the Bluegrass Airport the rest of Tuesday, your flight should be on time. In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
Mike, thank you. And Hart says to check your flight status a few hours in advance before coming out to the airport. Well, remember, you can help us track the snow from your own backyard. Send us your eyewitness pics using the hashtag WKYT Rules Winter.
Well, a Central Kentucky man now faces murder charges in connection with a crash on New Year's Day. The Madison County Sheriff's Office arrested 26-year-old Caleb Aldridge. Police say he was behind the wheel when his car went off the road in Richmond. 23-year-old Chelsea Harnack was killed. WKYT's Victor Puente is in Madison County with the latest in this Crime Tracker report.
Inside that car when it flipped off the road, sheriff's deputies say he was the one driving. They say he had been drinking. 26-year-old Caleb Aldridge is charged with murder, assault, and driving under the influence. Around 1 a.m. January 1st, deputies say he was driving a car on 4 Mile Road with 2 passengers when it went off the road, hitting a tree. All 3 people were thrown from the car. 23-year-old Chelsea Harnack died at the scene of the crash. The other passenger, 23-year-old Amber Heller, was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. That's where the assault charge comes from. Aldridge was also hospitalized after the crash. Deputies say the investigation took some time because they had to wait for Heller to recover from her injuries before they could get a better picture of what happened that night.
Very serious shape at the time, so we had to wait a couple of weeks before we could even get in to speak with her. So obviously the detectives and investigators have done that, and we were able to get the evidence and what we needed presented to the county attorney, and then obviously the warrants were obtained.
Aldridge was arrested early this morning. Deputies didn't identify how the 3 knew each other. In Madison County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Well, Aldridge is in the Madison County Detention Center. He did not want to talk to us about the arrest. We now know the name of Lexington's latest murder victim. The Fayette County coroner says 23-year-old Alejandro Dominguez Hernandez was found shot to death in the backseat of a car around 7:30 last night on Johnston Road between Paris Pike and Bryan Station Road. He was reportedly shot several times. Police have not made any arrests. Police in northern Kentucky investigating a crash that killed 1 teenager and hurt another. The car crossed the center line yesterday afternoon on US 27 just outside Falmouth and flipped several times. The sheriff's office says passenger Darren Williams was killed. The driver, Bradley Beagle, was airlifted to a Cincinnati hospital with a possible chest injury. The sheriff says the tires on the car were in poor shape, and that could have been a contributing factor in the crash. Counselors are on hand at Harrison County High School, where the 2 were students, to help other students cope during this difficult time.
A federal judge sentenced former Morgan County Judge Executive Tim Conley to 7 years in prison today. Conley pleaded guilty to fraud last summer. Investigators accused Conley of steering work to a construction contractor in exchange for more than $100,000 in kickbacks. They say the scheme started before the 2012 tornado that devastated Morgan County and then continued after that. Now, we'll have much more on Conley's sentencing coming up in a full report on WKYT News in a few minutes at 12:30. The deadline is 4 o'clock this afternoon for major party candidates to file for statewide office, and Republican Matt Bevin will be going down to the wire. Bevin, who lost last year's U.S. Senate primary to Mitch McConnell, says he will file paperwork in Frankfort at 2 o'clock this afternoon, but he is not saying which office he plans to seek. He has talked about running for governor and for Secretary of State. That, if he went for Secretary of State, would put him up against Democrat Alison Lundergan Grimes, who announced yesterday that she will seek re-election. Well, there will soon be a new movie tavern in central Kentucky.
The Herald Leader is reporting that the Amstar Theater in Nicholasville's Brandon Crossing will be transformed into a movie tavern. Movie Tavern has 19 theaters in several states, but currently the only one in Kentucky is off Richmond Road in Lexington. Renovations expected to start in May. The theater will stay open during the makeover.
All right, looks like a new option. President Obama leading a bipartisan U.S. delegation to Saudi Arabia for high-level meetings with the new Saudi king.
We'll have more on his short visit next on Kentucky's #1 Midday News.
And also ahead, singer Sam Smith had one of the biggest hits of 2014, and it looks like rocker Tom Petty will be reaping some of the benefits. Find out why coming up on WKYT News at noon.